there, it's Catherine Chess, your nutritionist and healthy living coach, and I am so glad you're here. So many of my clients have been asking, what the heck do I eat? And I'm here to give you a little what do I eat 101. Are you ready? So the biggest thing in regards to what you need to eat isn't about the nutritionist telling you what to eat. It's not about the doctor telling you what to eat. It's not about the dietitian telling you what to eat or some food manufacturer. What it really is about is getting you to listen to this beautiful temple that you live in. When you listen and pay attention to what your body wants, you really can get healthy and well. You are biologically individual. And what that means is that what we eat is individual to us. So it's not about your friend's diet that she went on and she lost a ton of weight and feels fabulous, or that guy next door that drinks the green drink every morning and you think it's gonna work for you. No. It's about you listening to this amazing temple you live in and really figuring out what's right for the one, the only amazing you. How do we listen to our bodies? We breathe, we slow down, we really chew our food, we eat mindfully and not on the go. Because when we're not mindful, we can't hear how the food affects us. Well, maybe 20 minutes later when we've got indigestion, right? And we've gobbled this hoagie down. But that's not what I want for you. Every time you eat, put food on a plate. Not standing in front of the refrigerator. Sit down with it. Take your fork, chew your food at least 10 to 15 times. Use your chompers and really digest that food in your mouth before you digest it in your stomach. It's one really big tip. If you do nothing else on this video, chew. It's gonna get you healthy and well, even if you're eating a little bit of crap, okay? In my program, I do a delicious detox. And what that means is it's not a detox where we drink green drink all day long. Oh my gosh, I think if I did that, I would need to go for a ton of chocolate because I'd feel so deprived. My body would just want to go and scarf everything down. What I suggest is a delicious detox with whole, real, yummy, delicious foods where we eliminate soy, dairy, sugar, gluten, caffeine, and alcohol for about 2 to 3 weeks. And then when you add things back in, you'll really know what your body can tolerate and what your body can't, because you've gotten your body so incredibly clean that your body will tell you, yes, this is for me and this is not for me. You can try it on your own, and I have a great program, 3 Months to Thrive, that I'll tell you a little more later about that can really help get you from where you are to where you want to be. So what do we eat? The most important thing, and probably the least eaten for all of America or over this globe, the thing people eat the least that they really should be eating the most of are vegetables. Let me show you what I put together for you. Yummy, delicious vegetables. I suggest at least 5 servings a day, but better yet, 7 to 10, with the emphasis on greens. This is lettuce and some yummy cilantro to detoxify your body, get the heavy metals out. Zucchinis, and then don't forget the other colors. Carrots. These red potatoes are amazing. You can just broil up a bunch of them at the beginning of the week and eat them as you go. The red potatoes especially have a lot of fiber and they help you stabilize your blood sugar. Lemons and limes are one of the best things you can do to alkalize your body. And when your body is alkaline, you can't get sick. Your body feels high, nice, happy, energized every single day. The cauliflower is amazing, but all vegetables are great. But there is a rule. As long as they're organic, organic vegetables are fabulous because the pesticides that the farmers spray on their vegetables are endocrine disruptors. What's your endocrine system? What does that mean? Your kidneys, your liver, your pancreas, your heart, all of those organs are part of your endocrine system. And pesticides are made to kill all of those pests. So how do you think they affect you? The FDA says that they're generally regarded as safe. I disagree. Anything that's made to kill pests will really mess up your entire system. So stay away from those. Eat organic and you'll be so much better off. And don't forget, eating vegetables is your #1 magic bullet to get you your healthiest, fittest, leanest, happiest self. So vegetables are first. Secondly, we want to eat organic meats. Why? So many of the food manufacturers put their animals through things like feeding them antibiotics, hormones. Do you want all those antibiotics and hormones in your system? If you think that they give them antibiotics, hormones, and they're not getting in your system, contraire, you are sadly mistaken. And antibiotics really deplete your gut. They break down that lining of the gut so you can get things like autoimmune conditions. So take all of your meat and make sure you're eating hormone, antibiotic, and free-range meat. I get mine from Whole Foods, but you can get it at pretty much any natural store. It's available all over now. Next, we look at beans. I love beans. Some people can't handle beans because of the lectins in them, but when you're having beans, just make sure they're cooked and you should be all right for the majority of the population. Just there's one thing that you really need to be watching for. See this little label? It says BPA free. BPA is bisphenol A. And bisphenol A is a lining that many manufacturers put inside their cans. It's just a protective lining, but unfortunately, it's been known to be carcinogenic. So you want to make sure any can you buy, any canned food is BPA free. And it's really easy to find because it's right there on the package. Just making sure you can have lentils. Oh, there's so many good beans. Pinto beans, kidney beans. So many delicious beans that are loaded with protein. So don't forget your beans. And if you want to avoid the gas that beans can give you, I'll give you my magic trick for that. There's something called kombu, Kombu, and that is a seaweed, and you can use kombu in your pot. When you're cooking your beans, you've soaked your beans overnight, and you cook your beans, you use a little kombu, and guess what? No farts. Yay! Hoorah! We can eat our beans again, right? The next piece of this is herbal teas. Now, I used to be a big coffee drinker, and I loved my caffeine, so I would also drink a lot of Diet Coke. It was an artificial, a super artificial, happy energy cycle that I was on every day, spiking my blood sugar, crashing it, spiking it, and crashing it. Now I have great natural energy, and I ask that my clients release their coffee from their lives. I'll tell you this, they hold on to their coffee for dear life. They tell me, Catherine, no, we're not giving up our coffee. And then they finally do for about a month, and they feel better than ever. So all I'm asking you to do is try it on and replace your coffee with an herbal tea for some time. Herbal teas like dandelion tea to heal your liver, nettle tea that is a great detoxifier, and also it balances hormones, peppermint tea for your digestion, rooibos tea for blood pressure. There are so many great teas. Just go out and try some, experiment with them, and see how much better you'll feel than drinking that cup of joe with artificial sweeteners, artificial sweeteners, creamers. Get those out of your diet because you'll be so much happier. The next piece of this is spices. Spice up your life. Flavor your food so you can flavor your life. I love adding curry powder, dill weed, maybe a little bay leaf, some turmeric. Oh my gosh, there's so many good spices. I just have to smell this. Spice up your life by spicing your foods. And I offer a spice class, so I'd love to tell you more about it. Just connect with me and I'll teach you how to spice up your food and spice up your life. Doesn't that sound great? So you can also use things like cumin, cardamom. Oh, those spices are fabulous. So I'd be happy to teach you how to spice up those and how that transfers to spicing up your life. Fun, right? You can have nuts and seeds. Some people are a little sensitive to those, so you just have to notice your body, but nuts and seeds are great for you. I suggest you soak them overnight and then you eat them because they have something called phytic acid. Phytic acid is in the nuts and seeds, in some grains, and what it's designed to do is to really prevent the pests from eating them. And so what happens when we eat foods where the phytic acid hasn't been neutralized? We just don't feel as good. We don't absorb all of the vitamins, the minerals, the nutrients. So for grains, you soak them overnight and cook them in the morning. And beans have phytic acid, so you can just soak them and it takes care of them. It neutralizes that phytic acid. Next is drink lots and lots of water. Really look at, for every pound of body fat that you have or body weight, you'd eat half of your weight in ounces. Half of your weight in ounces. So let me give you an example of that. You weigh 120 pounds. You should be eating 60 ounces of water a day. Make sure it's purified. Personally, I use a reverse osmosis filter. It takes out all the chlorine, bromine, but especially the fluoride. Fluoride is poison. Your dentist won't tell you that, but it's been proven. You can look it up. Get all of those chemicals out with a reverse osmosis filter. Mine was $1,500, but they have great new ones on Amazon. You can get a reverse osmosis filter for about $200. So there's no excuse. And if you're a renter, you can install it and take it out when you move. So no excuses not to be getting great purified water, right? And next, get the artificial sweeteners out of your diet. You know, sucralose, saccharin. Oh, no, use natural sweeteners like honey, coconut palm sugar, delish. My favorite is actually maple syrup. So use natural sweeteners or actually just eat a little more fruit. Fruit is such a wonderful natural sweetener. And then grains. Get the gluten out of your body. Gluten has a tendency, especially when eaten over a period of time or several times a day for a long period of time, it depletes the lining of your gut. And when you're depleting the lining of your gut, that gut breaks down and causes something called leaky gut. What's leaky gut, you ask? So this is your gut. You have some tight junctions right in your gut that keep everything in your gut. Your gut is has an acid ratio of about 1.5 pH. And the rest of your body is alkaline from about 7 to 7.5 pH. So when the gut leaks, that acid in the stomach comes out, it circulates through your blood system and creates all kinds of havoc. So you really want to make sure the lining of your gut is healed, and getting gluten out is a really good start. But you can eat all kinds of grains, whole, real grains, rice, millet, quinoa, delicious buckwheat, instead of eating glutinous grains. Gluten is everywhere. You really have to look at labels. And let me just talk a little about labels. I believe that we should have 5 ingredients. If you were going to buy something packaged, 5 ingredients or less, make sure that you know what they are and you can pronounce them. And then you're pretty safe. But still, it's a processed food, so you be the judge. More whole, real foods, and then an occasional processed food is probably okay. These are my rules for getting your body healthy and well. So what else do we need to take out? Sodas. Sodas are doing you no good, so take those out of your diet. Look at things like sugar. How much sugar are you eating every single day? There's a great video on YouTube by Dr. Robert Lustig. He wrote a video, it's called Sugar, the Bitter Truth. And it tells you everything you need to know about sugar and why it's unhealthy for you. There's also a shorter version. His version is about 90 minutes. And a guy named Sean Cruxton, who I love and follow, he wrote the short version of Sugar, the Bitter Truth, and it's on YouTube. So you can listen there, and then you only take about 20 minutes of your time. But I really highly recommend that you watch Sugar, the Bitter Truth. So what are we taking out of our diet in the Delicious Detox? I told you everything you can eat, and there's a lot. In my Delicious Detox, I give you yummy, fast, fun, delicious, healthy foods that you're gonna love. So you don't have to feel deprived or depleted. You have to cook a little, and I said fast. You like that? And I make some recommendations of foods that you can get that are quick, easy, and delicious, that are actually pre-made, pre-packaged. And you learn all about that in my 3 Months to Thrive program. So what are we taking out? We're taking out alcohol. Alcohol kills your liver. So at least for 14 days, I've been alcohol-free for almost 14 years, and I feel better than ever. I'm in my late 50s. For you, just 3 weeks alcohol-free. I know you love your wine. You love that little cocktail that relaxes you, but it's amazing what you can do for relaxation when you don't have that alcohol in your body. Alcohol raises your cortisol levels, especially when you're trying to sleep. So my clients tell me they sleep like a baby when they get the alcohol out. You can eat non-dairy milks. Totally easy. Almond milk, hemp milk, milks like that. Just if you buy it, make sure it's sugar-free. The ingredients don't say carrageenan, that's cancer causing. And really look at what is in your nut milk. Look at what is in your nut milk and how good it is. Make sure it's not sweetened, no BPA in the lining, no carrageenan, and you'll do great. Next thing to take out is nicotine and soy. You know, those are a little bit of a challenge. Soy's in everything. Soy is 95% GMO in America. So make sure if you're gonna eat soy that it's organic. We talked about soda, we talked about sugar, and get the gluten out. These simple rules will really help you to stay healthy, fit, fabulous for the rest of your life. And I wanted to talk a little bit about snacks. Snacks are delicious, nutritious. Just make sure they're whole, real. You know, an apple is so much better than a candy bar. I love to have grapes. I throw them in the freezer. They taste like popsicles. Looking at snacks that are crunchy, or really looking at why you need a snack. So again, it goes back to listening to your body. Crunchy snack, maybe I'm angry. I need some ice cream. Why do I need ice cream? Because I need to be soothed. So really ask your body, what is it I need to know? Again, slowing down, savoring, enjoying is really the way to go. And I want to give you one last tip. Actually, a couple. We need fat. Fat does not make you fat. So what kinds of fats do we need to eat? Fat keeps you satiated, keeps you full, keeps your joints lubricated. The two fats that I like the best, first is coconut oil. Coconut is amazing. It's called the tree of heaven. That's what it says on this package. I just got this at Costco. But it is a oil that you can heat to high temperatures without it smoking. So I use the coconut oil when I'm cooking, and then when I'm not cooking, like for salad dressings and things like that, I use olive oil. My rule of thumb for oil is make sure it's unrefined. So many oils are refined and they're horrible for you. Your body doesn't know how to process them. Your body thinks it's a freaking food, and you can get a lot of diseases, low energy, just from eating bad oils. So whenever I go to a restaurant, I always ask, what kind of oil is it made of? And it's fun because when I'm not getting those bad oils in, I really know I'm treating my body and my temple to something fabulous. The last tip I have for you is raw probiotic sauerkraut. There is such a craze now about taking probiotics every day. And yes, that works. Well, many of them don't even make it to your gut. But when you eat raw probiotic sauerkraut, this is a fermented sauerkraut. My favorite is Sonoma brine, but they have so many other ones out there. Costco even has Farmhouse. The sauerkraut goes into your gut. It gives you good bacteria as opposed to crappy bacteria. You feel fabulous, and you start really balancing your beautiful body. I so enjoyed sharing these tips with you. If you have any questions, please reach out to me on my website at KatherineChess.com. That's KathryncHess.com. And I run a program, it's called 3 Months to Thrive, because I don't think it's only about how we eat, calories in, calories out, how we move, how we supplement. I think the biggest piece of getting healthy and well is really being kind to yourself and how we think. So my program, 3 Months to Thrive, helps you transform your relationship with food and with life to become healthier, happier, and really embrace this life and have a life you love. To learn more about it, check it out on my website and join me to thrive, not just for today, for life. Thank you so much. Here's your 2 balanced hormones, happy, joyful, miraculous lives.